Dear teachers, welcome to TLS coaching session. Today we will discuss conflict management in schools. Before going into that, you can just observe this question. Take few minutes to answer this question. We are going to discuss this question by the end of this session. So conflict management in schools is a very essential strategy. It is an approach geared towards achieving positive outcome and the resolution among the student involved in matters relating to conflicts. Teaching young people about the conflict management helps them to improve education and the environment. By learning and by using problem solving skills, students create a school environment that is safer and more conducive in learning. So what are the general causes of conflict? Different attitudes create conflicts, different values and perception, disagreement about the needs, interests, goals and priorities also is a cause of conflict between the children, students. Lack of teamwork causes conflict. Poor communication, lack of clarity in roles and responsibilities given to the students also create the conflicts. 5 basic principles of school conflicts is: number 1, conflict is natural. Number 2, behavior can be changed by resolving the conflict. Adults should model effective conflict management behavior for children. Number 4, conflict management is an important component of a school's comprehensive preventive program. Number 5, conflict management programs are designed to provide young people and adults with better skills in communication, problem solving, critical thinking, and de-escalating conflict situation. The need for the conflict management is high because the society is more complex. Effective learning requires a safe environment, and conflicts are common in places, whereas effective solutions are not. So we need to discuss the characteristics of the conflicts. They are: conflict involves opposition. Conflict has come to stay among humans. There are processes involved that usually result in conflicts. Conflict is not to be avoided. Conflict takes shapes and forms. There are different types of conflicts: interpersonal conflict, intrapersonal conflict, intergroup conflict, organizational conflict. Intrapersonal conflict is a conflict which occurs within an individual in a situation where he or she must have to choose between two alternatives where both seems to have a full positive and full negative aspects. Interpersonal conflict is a conflict between two or more individuals. The person experiencing this conflict may experience opposition in upward, downward, horizontal. 3. Intergroup conflict refers to the disagreement or the difference between the members of two or more groups. 4th is organizational conflict, which occurs in an organization because of differing perception or goals. Usually, it occurs due to the role ambiguity and role conflict. What are the effects of conflict in schools? It can be both destructive and also constructive. The destructive effects are stress, absenteeism, demotivation, non-productivity. Whereas the constructive effects are, it improves decision making, increases creativity, encourages the interest. So there are steps in handling the conflict situation. So the teachers have to be very much familiar with this, of determining from where the conflict arises, analyze the cause of that conflict, consider alternative strategies for conflict management, Choose the best strategy that will produce best result. Implement the decision, evaluate the decision again. What are the outcomes of the conflict? There are three different outcomes of conflict. That is win-lose outcome, lose-lose outcome, and win-lose outcome. We will see these outcomes of the conflict when we discuss resolution strategies. There are 5 conflict resolution strategies: avoiding, accommodating, compromising, competing, and collaborating. If you need to see little broadly, avoidance is unassertive and uncooperative, and this will lead to the lose-lose situation. In some situation, avoidance is not considered a true form of conflict resolution because the conflict is not resolved and neither party is satisfied. It tries to remain neutral. It delays responding to the conflict. So this is only a short-term strategy. It is very important to get back to the problem after the emotion has cooled down. So next is competition. This is an example of win-lose situation. In this situation, force or the use of power occurs here. It sets up a type of competition between you and your opponent. Typically, competition is used to resolve conflict when one person has more power in a situation than the other. Next is compromise. Compromise or bargaining is a strategy that recognizes the importance of both the resolution of problem and relationship between the two people. So this is a no-lose, no-win strategy. Compromise is moderately assertive and a cooperative step in the right direction in which one creates a modified win-lose outcome. The compromise may not be totally satisfactory for either party, but it may be offered as a temporary solution until more option becomes available. Next is accommodation. Accommodation is a lose-win situation in which one person accommodates the others at his or her own expense, but often ends up feeling angry and resentful. The differences are suppressed or played down while agreement is emphasized. So this kind of situation or strategy is used to maintain the harmony. Next is collaboration. Collaboration is a strategy that involves high level of concern for the problem, the outcome, and the relationship. It deals with confrontation and problem solving. The needs, the feelings, and the desire of both the parties are taken into consideration, and it is re-examined while they will be searching for a proper way to agree on goals. Collaboration is a win-win solution with a commitment to resolve the issues at the base of conflict. It is fully assertive and cooperative. By now, you are aware of the conflicts, the strategies of conflict resolution, and what is the importance of conflict in a school. Now let us discuss this question. Which of the following statement is wrong about classroom conflict management? The options are: classroom conflict is unavoidable, classroom conflict is avoidable, many conflicts start because of misunderstanding, many conflicts start because of miscommunication. Let us go from D. Many conflicts start because of miscommunication. Is it a right statement? Of course, yes. Many conflicts start because of miscommunication. This is a right statement about classroom conflict management. The question is to find out the statement which is wrong. This statement is correct. So this cannot be the answer. Now let us go to many conflicts starts because of misunderstanding. Is this statement right about classroom conflict management? Yes. Many conflicts starts because of misunderstanding. So it is a right statement. So this also cannot be the right answer. B. Classroom conflict is avoidable. Is this a correct statement? Question mark. Let us check A and come back. A. Classroom conflict is unavoidable. Is it unavoidable? Is this correct statement? Yes, this is a correct statement. Classroom conflict is unavoidable. It has to be resolved through effective strategies. So this statement is also true. Classroom conflict is unavoidable. So which statement is wrong? B. Classroom conflict is avoidable is the wrong statement. So answer for this question is B.